Today we're going to bake something awfully tasty and guaranteed to make an impression. Let's start with a cup full of personality. I find it's best if this is chilled. And now we need to add a little sprinkle of inspiration. You don't need to measure this. You can't have too much. Excellent. Now let's spice it up a bit with a pinch of heart and soul. And season to taste with bucket loads of blue skies, fat beets, gnarly tubes. Right. And finally, give it a good beat. Delicious.
Cushe is a laid-back company that creates fresh and exciting products.
We design in the moment, influenced by the world around us.
Designing only the stuff we believe in
and would want to wear ourselves. We strive to be the unconventional choice
for everyday life. We live in an urban safari.
We are universal travellers.
And we aspire to coastal supremacy.
We are Cushe.
We are Cushe. We are Cushe.
Cushe Urban Safari range epitomises a laid-back and relaxed lifestyle within a busy, hectic city environment.
I'm inspired from life. My dream is to live in a city. I can't live in the countryside. I've tried it and it just doesn't work with me.
It's athletic-inspired footwear with a laid-back twist, fit for everyday wear.
The Lazy Boy logo. So on a lot of footwear and athletic footwear, the logo is all about going faster, or being sporty, being the winner, whereas Cushe isn't about that. Cushe is about a chilled out, relaxed lifestyle. So we've got this Lazy Boy logo, which is like this chilled out guy lazing around. It's Cushe.
The boutique sneaker is easily one of my favourite shoes in the Urban Safari line. It's got all the sort of retro, old school styling, but it's produced and made in a much more modern way.
What I do like about the boutique range, it does look quite retro, but it's got the sort of modern twist.
The sole, for example, it's got a little bit of fun, but it's also got the history of Cushe in a sort of story on the bottom as its sole tread.
So a very interesting detail in this shoe is the Cushe hem holster.
So the hem holster's there to protect your jeans. The hem on your jeans stops it getting all tatty, ripped up and picking up loads of dirt off the street.
You slip your hem in there and it just means that my jeans last for a lot longer than they should do.
Another new style for spring is the retro cup collection. It contains a lot of new technology, particularly this new state-of-the-art injected blend rubber compound, which makes the shoe extremely lightweight and incredibly soft and spongy to walk on. And this is the retro spike collection. It's inspired by one of our very first shoes, the SoFly. The SoFly was very low tech. It's not particularly comfortable shoe, and it basically looks like a shoe that was made in 1975 instead of a shoe made in actually 2005. But the new model has tons of tech. There's a lot of underfoot comfort in the sole, but also we spend a lot of time on the insock as well, getting this memory foam built in. But it also has this quirky little woven label, which is just like the very first motto that we ever came up with, which says the serious shoe for the not so serious athlete. Basically for armchair athletes like me.
I just try and express myself, We all do things differently and this is what I do.
We design shoes effectively that we want to wear ourselves.
Cushe's got its very own kind of personal style.
The Universal Traveller is our robust, hard-wearing line of footwear that's designed for life in transit.
It's the area in which we kind of challenge ourselves on both performance and styling.
It's more gutsy, but it still maintains that laid-back feel that the whole collection has.
As a designer, I very much believe that happiness and productivity are linked. If you're out there enjoying the sports you love in the environments you love, then it's going to show in your work and ultimately in the end product. So we take inspiration from everything we do.
Being in these conditions, and we're always trying to design product that not necessarily is technical, but it has quirks and little features and details that separate us from other brands.
Although we're not a technical brand, it's great to work with an athlete such as Becky and create product that's suited to her, to her needs.
You know, she's in conditions like this all the time. She's not going to be wearing her ski boots all the time.
I love this style because I start to wear skinny jeans and leggings, so these will look really cool.
She's got a signature sole. It's not really a signature model. Maybe we should call it the Becky. It's got Becky's face on the bottom of the sole, although it doesn't really look like Becky.
She was stoked about it, so we're really pleased with it.
I'm well happy. I didn't expect that. Can't wait to phone my mum and tell her. I think the shoes are absolutely brilliant. One thing I like about them is the sole.
At Cushe, we're not a technical brand, but we do use technical features to create the best product we possibly can. And that's one of the reasons we're working with Vibram. They are one of the world's leading experts on it, and it's great for us to be working with them.
The Terrain is the ultimate travel shoe. It embodies Universal Traveller. It's lightweight because of its nylon upper. It's very hard wearing due to the Vibram sole on the bottom, and it's incredibly comfortable.
It's stylish, it's good looking, yet it's got the same performance as any other competitor in our market. The heart and soul that's gone into the brand has gone into the upper and the design of it. I mean, it's just a beautiful shoe.
Personally, I really like the shoe. It's very versatile. It has all the DNA of Cushe, and it basically takes Universal Traveller to a new level. I don't think Cushe Supremacy needs any introduction. I mean, I think if you ask the average person, this is what everyone aspires for. This is what Cushe Supremacy is about. It's about being by the ocean.
Cushe Supremacy represents the pinnacle of the Cushe brand. It's the area in which we can be a lot more aspirational and we can be a lot more interesting and innovative in the products we create. It's really the area where we can push the boat out and get out of our comfort zone.
It's about being by the sea and enjoying, you know, this side of life. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, I had a head injury which has kept me out of the water for 3 months. It's going to be just so nice to go and get some good waves.
One of the pinnacle pieces in the Coastal Supremacy range is the surf slipper, and it is the epitome of laid back comfort and just an all-around great looking shoe.
For me, it's everything a Cushe shoe should be. It's the ultimate Cushe shoe. You can't get more laid back than a surfer. You can't get more laid back of style of shoe than a slipper. I mean, it says everything that the brand should be about.
Mitch is a perfect ambassador for the surf slipper. If you were going to put a personality to a surf slipper, I would name it Mitch Corbett.
Oh, it's a great name, surf slipper. Like, flipping hell, I'm a laid-back character and the slipper's a laid-back shoe, so stoked with it.
It's sculpted to fit the foot. It's totally unconstructed. It has this beautiful soft compound underneath that just makes you feel like you're walking on marshmallows. It feels as natural as walking without shoes, only a lot more comfortable.
I know it sounds funny, but it's nice to wear a nice casual shoe that fits in with my lifestyle, I suppose.
I'm Luke Hart. I've been shaping Corbett Sports now for about last year. These boys are they're risking their lives really in big waves. They need to get their equipment dialed in, and that's where we come in and try and work with Mitch and get him comfortable with his equipment.
The Manuka wrap is our premium sandal. It was created as just a sandal we wanted to wear ourselves, as a sandal that looked like it had been worn around the world but was still yet brand new.
The Manukas are well cool. They look really cool. It's nice to have something that fits your foot and looks cool.
As soon as the sun comes out, these are straight on my feet. If I go on holiday, I wear these all the time. The pattern hasn't changed, it's just gone from season to season to season and continue to grow across the world. Everyone just totally digs it.
Mitch Corbett's, he's a professional paid surfer, so he has super high performance boards. They're lightweight, they're really responsive, and because he has to be 100% comfortable on them really, just like his Cushe shoes I suppose. Nice and comfortable, lightweight, and yeah, basically that's what you want in your surfboard. Yeah, no, that's spot on there.
Yeah, I love them.
You got a spare pair of you for Harty?
Yeah.
Your shaper?
Of course.
I think regardless of whether you're a shoe company or any kind of company, you've got to be thinking about the environment. We're all in the same situation, and we're actually very fortunate because we're still a very young company. So, we're only 5 years into it, and it's a lot easier for us to be thinking more environmentally and making the right steps and being more conscious about how we make shoes. And so we want to make product that contains low impact materials and allows us to think environmentally. So we came up with Climate. Climate contains low impact materials and thinking environmentally. It's a separate label, separate from the rest of the collection. It allows us to learn from our ways that we're making product, and what we learn from that we can take into the main line. So we had this working title that we used, which was called Cocoon. And the idea is we wanted to protect this collection and almost put it in its own little bubble. And we actually decided, well, why don't we make the thing look like a cocoon? That way the actual shoe itself becomes its own packaging. That will help us eliminate one of the issues with environmental product. And so we had fun with it. We created this shoe that basically the two soles connect together and they form this cocoon-shaped product. And inside, stripped right down to recycled rubber outsole, recycled EVA midsole, natural hemp upper, and we use stretch lycra that's made of recycled fibers. It's very simple. You can't really strip the shoe down any more than that. We live in an urban safari.
I am a universal traveller.
And I aspire to coastal supremacy.
We are Cushe.
We are Cushe.
We are Cushe.
We are Cushe.